I just started the video and burped the shit out of my tongue with this. I'm gonna put that over there. I want to talk about the books that I had just got from, well, I got them over a month ago, from Half Price Books. I have a good 10 books to talk about. So, I'm getting this shit rolling. The first one I want to talk about is Emotional Vampires, Dealing with People Who Drain You Dry, by Albert J. Bernstein. And this is obviously very self-explanatory. I really like it. I'm not very far in it. I'm only about 66 pages in, but I fuck with it. I fuck with the writing style. I fuck with the humor. It pairs really well with this book, Uncrossing by Katrina Rasbold. And what I really love about that is it has a section in here on self-crossing. And a lot of people overlook that. Not to say that psychic attacks from a person or a practitioner aren't real, but I feel like people undermine how they can self-cross themselves by not having good boundaries on where their energy is and blah blah blah. So I already finished this book yesterday, but this book I'm gonna finish soon because I just pair really well together and I like that. The next book I got is In Praise of the Crone by Dorothy Morrison, and it is about when women begin like menopause and they go into like the crone archetype of life and just living with that experience and not letting society's views of women and getting older define them and finding beauty and magic in that phase of their life. And I'm very excited to read this, mainly because I'm in like, what is it, like the maiden phase of my life, and I was really resonating with that, especially with my last birthday that came up, because my birthday's in the spring. My birthday is March 19th, which is the well it's the end of winter right before the spring, but I do really love that and using like the spiritual meanings of that and incorporating that into my life when I'm having a birthday, because it is you coming into yourself in a new way. And I did really play with that a lot this year, and because of that, this was really interesting to me. I'm gonna read that. Next book I got is Embracing the Darkness, and it is about an in-depth look of aspects of various dark subcultures of goths, witchcraft, Satanists, BDSM fetishists, and vampires, incorporating interviews and conversations with well-known and everyday individuals, asking as well as taking a psychological and historical look at the similarities between these groups. So, yeah, I thought it said, when I first got it, I thought it said subconscious mind, which is why I picked it up, because I do a lot of that, especially with like working with Lilith and all that. So that's what I thought it said. But it's about subcultures, and I was like, oh, well, that's interesting too. So I picked it up, and what I didn't know is that they have a shop or something in Fort Wayne, Indiana. I didn't know that when I picked it up, and I'm in Indiana, so if I fuck with this book and I research this person and I fuck with it, then I might have somewhere to go. Next book I got is In the House of the Moon, Reclaiming the Feminine Spirit of Healing. And I really don't have anything to say about this. I have not started it. I don't know what the fuck it's about. It says stuff about the moon, so I fucked with it. I'm gonna read the contents. The Lost Keys, Part 1, A Sense of Balance, The Wisdom of the Whole, The Goddess and the Witch, and Speak to the Earth. Those are different chapters. And then the Part 2, Stream of Life, Affinities, Wood of the Visionary, Fire, the Communicator, Earth, the Peacemaker. And it just goes on the different seasons of life, from child to woman, from lover to mother, from matriarch to wise woman. Just different things that sound really interesting and that deal with the mother, well, the maiden, the mother, and the crone, and the moon. And I just thought that was interesting, so I thought I'd pick it up and give it a try. One of my next books, which I'm excited about, it shouldn't be a hard read. ritual and how seemingly senseless acts make life worth living. I love that, especially as like I identify as a witch. I'm always in ritual, whether it's at my altars or doing a candle ritual or making a product or whatever. Those are all rituals to me. But you don't have to actually be in this really cool, big, expensive ritual in order for it to be meaningful. And that's what this book is about. And I'm just excited to read about it. One thing I do want to say is that when I was looking through it, it seemed like they was not fucking with people who was like spiritualists or witches or da-da-da-da. And I don't really remember what the fuck it said. It was like, or if you're one of those people that think you can change life by like your words or something. It said something about psychic or something about magic, and I was like, you're one of those. But I'm gonna read it anyway. The next book that I have is Women Who Run with the Wolves, and I got this book because I've heard about it for a very long time. A lot of people speak very highly of it, and I got this book because I just finished this book. I planned to read them together, but I was like, let's read it one at a time. Read this one, and they aren't by the same author, but I read this one and I was like, okay, I love it. I completely understand why people say that it's one of those books that every woman should read. And in the little spaces, internet spaces that I've seen, people view this in the same regard, so I'm excited about that. The other book that I got that's by the same author as Women Who Run with the Wolves is Blessed Mother's Immaculate Love for the Wild Soul. And I guess this is her personal journey and experience in relationship with this archetype, this Virgin Mother archetype, and just understanding that and explaining that to people and blah, blah, blah. I'm excited. I don't think I've ever heard a review of this book. I just saw that it was the same author, and I do really like Virgin Guadalupe and this Virgin Mary aspects as well. So I was like, okay, this would be something of value to me. So I picked that up. Let me see, make sure I'm not missing nothing. And one of the next books that I got is Women's Bodies, Women's Wisdom, Creating Physical and Emotional Health and Healing. This is a chunky book, and I got it because the table of context really got me. So, Chapter 1, The Patriarchal Myth and the Addictive System. Chapter 2, Feminine Intelligence and the New Mode of Healing. Chapter 3, Inner Guidance, Listening to Your Body and Its Needs, Emotional Cleansing, Healing from the Past, Dreams, A Doorway to the Unconscious, Intuition and Intuitive Guidance, How Inner Guidance Works. Chapter 4, Female Energy, Matter, Earth Energy, Chakras, Lower Female Centers, Chakras 1 to 4. And then it goes on to Part 2, The Anatomy of Women's Wisdom. It goes into the menstrual cycle. That's one chapter. The uterus, ovaries, reclaiming the erotic. Chapter 9, vulva. Chapter 10, breast. Chapter 11, our fertility. Chapter 12, pregnancy and birthing. Blah, blah. And then it goes chapter 14 is menopause. Part 3 is steps for healing, sorting through your beliefs, and actively participating through life, which I'm excited to get to that part. Chapter 16, getting the most out of medical care. Chapter 17, nourishing yourself with food. Chapter 18, the power of movement. Chapter 19, healing ourselves and our world. And then it ends. Like, this just seems like really fucking cool. Like, this seems really cool. I might skip certain chapters so I can get to the other part. I'm not gonna lie. Because part 3 is the most interesting. Obviously, I'm going to read like a huge chunk of chapter 1, but there's a few things that I might skip. But I got this, and I'm excited. Next book I got, which, yeah. Women in Love, A Cultural Revolution in Progress. And let me tell you what this is about. So, here are 4,500 women of all backgrounds and ages speaking with absolute candor about the, I don't know what that is, hidden realities of their lives with men. They reveal the disturbingly unsatisfying nature of most of their emotional relationships with their husbands and lovers. They point to what they see as the causes and the solutions. And what we hear And as we hear the voices, it becomes unmistakably clear that now, for the first time in history, women are profoundly questioning not only their relationships with men, but the definitions of love they have been educated to accept. And I'm so fucking excited to have this conversation with myself, because obviously this is something that's been going on for a millennia, but this is my first time experiencing life and seeing these things. And as a young lesbian woman, y'all have me scared. Like, choices women make, horrifying. Wait, thumbnail. Let me see if I can get it. I don't know. Anyway, but one of my favorite things about this book is that it sure does have a section on women loving women, and it talks about yes ma'am, it sure does, a whole section, a whole chapter dedicated to us. And I thought this book was just talking shit about straight people, which is why I got it, but it's not. Now let me read the section for the women loving women. It's 7 women describe loving women. Then, are the relationships between men and women different? Another way of life. What is love? Pleasures or relationships? What are the parts of love? Relationships between women that women enjoy most? Problems between women and love relationships. Is love between women more equal? Does women treat each other with more respect? Is emotional giving and sharing more reciprocal? Fighting. Are women in gay relationships monogamous? We're wife and wife. It has that in quotes. Fear of non-lasting relationships. Do gay relationships last? Does gay marriage work? Breaking up. Is it harder for gay women? Gay women and money. How do most gay women handle their finances in relationships? Share money and expenses. Do gay women have money, or are most poor? Being single and gay. Do gay women like being single? Coming out is hard to do, but most women sound very happy about it. Yes, I was very happy. Women over 40 becoming gay for the first time. That sounds interesting. Once gay, always gay. Once straight, always straight. Being gay a political choice or a biological given? Is gay love more politically correct, more chic? Is there such thing as heterosexual oppression? Loving women, does this make you gay? Is there a dividing line between gay and straight affection for a friend? Gay women describe their love for their best friends. When is love for another woman gay, and when is it friendship? Fear of loving and desiring another woman. Do some heterosexual women love their women friends more than they love men? Yes. Being women identified, a valid alternative. Another world, another culture. I'm excited to dive into this. I don't know when, but that sounds really fucking cool. And my last book is Men Who Hate Women and the Women Who Love Them. I feel like this is relevant. I don't remember where this is from. I don't think I'm going to annotate in it because it just looks so old and so cute and so clean. There's literally nothing in here. Oops. So I don't think I'm going to annotate in it. But it's cool. Part 1, Men Who Hate Women. The most romantic man in the world. 2, the end of the honeymoon. How he gains control. Where he gains control. What keeps women hooked. How men learn to hate women. How women learn to love women haters. And then part 2, for the women who love them, how are you feeling? Preparing for change, healing from the past, taking charge of your anger, setting limits with your partner, getting professional help, knowing when to leave, and finding yourself again. I thought this was cool. So I'm going to read it. But thank y'all for joining me today. I know I went kind of fast, but I just didn't want to spend all day talking about books that I haven't fucking read yet. I am going to come back and do another video shortly. I should have drunk this while recording, but bitch, when I started recording, I burnt the shit out my tongue. So I had to go over there. This is like apple cider vinegar digestive tea. I didn't put it in there. It already like came powdered. So that's what this is. I'm going to finish reading the books on my TV, like I'm currently reading, before I dive into these. And I finished 7 books this month. I think about 3 or 4 last week, which is really, really good. I still have a ways to go before I start these. I don't know which one I want to start. the chunky books are really calling me. So I might just dive into one of those first, to be honest. And I don't know. I need to read like a fantasy fiction book to kind of give me some fun in there. I do have one from the library. It's an urban fiction. Y'all want to see? This is not urban fiction book from the library. It's I'm Still Wifey. This bitch. Okay. So this is my first one in the series. I haven't read the other one, so I don't care to. But let me tell you what she marries a kingpin, but she wants to get him set up. She's not happy. Gets him set up. He's in jail. The way she gets him set up is by fucking on the op and getting him to help her put her man in jail. At the end of whatever the previous shit is, she is robbed by the op, aka the man she was fucking on. But whole time, Shorty's pregnant. My thing is, not only are you fucking on the op, but raw? So yeah, now she's pregnant and she's plotting revenge on the op that she was fucking on. And her husband in jail still calling her. He don't know. So this is something that I might read. It's due in like 2 days, so I should read it. My other library book that I already read is Malice. This is a women-loving women, I guess, Cinderella Sleeping Beauty type, not retelling, but inspired. I enjoyed it more than I thought. My least favorite thing about the character was that I felt like she was kind of weak. And I hate reading weak witches. It infuriates me. I mean, she got her character development towards the end, but that means I'm gonna have to read the book 2, and I don't think I'm gonna read book 2. Like, I enjoyed this more than I thought, but I might not read book 2, because, bitch, what took so long? I hate when it takes forever for a woman to grow some balls. Bitch, fuck that shit up the first time. But yeah, thank you for joining me today. I hope y'all have a good rest of y'all day, night, whatever y'all doing, whenever y'all see this. Let me know in the comments if you read any of the books that I have listed, or if you have books similar to what I have listed and you think I would enjoy them. Let me know. I love to read. Check out some of my other videos if you enjoyed this one. I do have more book videos coming, and they will be more like this, because I have a whole shelf that I can show y'all. It's just really fun, chill, sit down shit. So, you know, just let me know what y'all like.